Mr. Stark! I have visuals on Yasmin!
Is she hurt?
Rubble and debris were crushing her against the floor. The enhancement features of his suit zoomed in on the excruciating pain visibly etched onto her face. Her trembling sobs filled the warehouse, her desperate begging pleas falling mute on the stoic guards. Deja vu creeped up his spine. He knew exactly how she was feeling and what was going through her head. After all, it had only been a few months since the Vulture trapped him in the same manner. Anger quickly replaced concern, and he saw red. How could someone inflict pain on an innocent girl? How could they stand there like nothing was happening?
Listen to me carefully, kid. Do everything it takes to get her out of there. Use the GPS coordinates in your suit to get to the pickup location. The Quinjet will take you back to the Avengers facility. I'll have the medic team ready and on call. Do it quick. Go!
Mr. Stark,
Marty and I got this. You focus on her.
His reflexes kicked in at the firm command. Using a web as a rope, he swung into action and delivered a swift kick that compromised a few guards. Within minutes, he was able to run to her side. Yasmin! She looked up. Hope flooded her teary eyes. Spider-Man? His heart skipped a beat. Oh my god, it's really you! Spider-Man! I'm going to lift all this rubble off you. I need you to shimmy forward out of the area. It's going to hurt. Especially because it looks like you've been underneath all this for a while, but this is the only way I can get you out of here. You need to be quick. I've lost feeling in most of my body. I don't know if I can do it. Yasmin, trust me. Just trust me. Please, trust me. Yasmin, okay. I trust you. I'm ready on your cue. She was having difficulty processing the events of the day. She'd been kidnapped by a group of masked men. Thinking the muted knock behind the door was Peter, she'd gamely opened the door only to have a chloroform-soaked cloth shoved into her face. 10 hours later, his arms were circled around Spider-Man's neck as he swung in between buildings with silky strands shot out of his wrist-worn devices. She clung onto him with all of her remaining strength. He managed to hold her flush against his body while navigating them out of danger. She'd seen Spider-Man on the news, but she quickly realized the camera wasn't able to capture the agility and athleticism between his movements. Experiencing him in action was a whole other choreographed dance. He gently set her onto the ground, still holding her, for her ability to support herself was heavily compromised. "Is it okay if we take a little break?" he asked. "Of course. Spider-Man? Yeah? Thanks for saving me back there. Don't worry about it. It was my pleasure, Yasmin. I don't mean to be rude, but how exactly do you know my name?" Well, Mr. Stark told me. Yeah, Mr. Stark told me. Mr. Stark? Uncle Tony was there? Yeah. You didn't see him? No, Right then, her stomach decided it was time to make its presence known. He cracked a smile at the loud gurgling noise. "You hungry?" "A bit. My best friend Peter was supposed to come by with pizza, but then I got kidnapped and..." He'd sensed anger and confusion beginning to consume her mind, so he gently interrupted. "What are you in the mood for?" "What?" Her eyes softened when he realized what he was trying to do. "Oh, I think I'll have to go with chicken pesto pizza. Yesterday, Peter and I had been watching Gordon Ramsay make it on an episode of... Oh my god, what? Are you okay?" Yeah. Is it okay if I make a phone call right now? Are you sure you don't want to do it later? You know, when you're not on top of the roof of a super tall building? But you're here, Spider-Man. I trust you. And I'll make it quick. I just really need to call him. He started to panic. "Yasmin, I think..." Distinct, brassy tones suddenly filled the air. Her eyes grew wide as her pupils traveled to and from her phone and the rectangular bulge protruding out of the side of his suit. The Star Wars theme song. Their silence only amplified the volume of the ringtone, the majestic nature of John Williams' masterpiece contrasting the atmosphere brewing between the two teenagers. It finally clicked in her head. Her jaw dropped. His heart sank. Peter?